Hello everyone and welcome to Factorio. I'm Par and it's time to play Seablock. Let's see. In the previous episode we built this facility that produces stereotype chunks, and there is one tiny part that is not quite ready yet. Well, not quite finished yet, I should say. It's this one. I want to export some of this chunks, stereotype chunks. I want to export some of them over there into this provider station. And yeah, it might take a little bit of effort to do that. How should I actually do that? I think I will go for an even consumption of these things, of these belts. Oh wait, no, not like this. Like this, I guess. And we'll upgrade the spot in a similar way. Awesome. This is looking great. So we have belts going forward. We'll keep them. And I also need to get this stuff. Awesome. So we have two belts of of stereotype chunks coming up here. I'll place them right there. Where's this better? Yep, like this. We'll have the belts here, and well, now I just need to disconnect them. We also need to figure out something with, like, what are we gonna do with the sulfur that is accumulating here. And I think I'll just kind of export it over there. How should I do it? Like, this place seems to be pretty good. I don't even need I don't even need fast inserter here, but we could keep it as a fast one. It's okay. It is totally fine. Right, and we'll have some sulfur. You know, we can even add a warehouse for this one. Right? I think that's a good idea. Just to make sure that we have some sulfur available. And if needed, we can also export it right here. So there are lots of options that we have with the sulfur. So let's get this one. We'll place sulfur here, here. Nice. That's good. Now, for the inserters, we'll be placing things there and taking them from here. 1 inserter, 2 inserters, 3, 4, 5. Nice. And it doesn't actually matter on which sides of the belt I'm placing them, the sulfur, because red belt should be fast enough to allow us to consume all this. What is a bit missing, though, is connecting, like setting some limit on the amount of stereotype. that we are getting. And we want to limit this to, let's say, 50,000. That's what I'm using for everything. We need to make sure this is enabled. It's enabled. Nice. So, looks like we finished building this block. This was stereotype, right? Or was it sapphire? Stereotype, right. And now, in this episode, actually the goal of this episode is to do something similar, but for CROTINIUM this time. So let's see. Let's see whether we'll be able to actually achieve the goal. Right. So that's a bit it's a bit slow. It's happening a little bit slowly. One of the issues... No, we don't have the issue, because I was gonna say one of the issues is that the trains cannot make a turn here, so this thing is not fully connected, but it's actually not the case. Everything seems to be fine with the trains. We just need maybe... okay, we'll need to landfill some of the stuff in order to be able to do anything. Because, yeah, we need to prepare this, these chunks, like this square, you know, to be landfilled and to be able to, like, we basically need to clear it from worms. While that is happening though, I can start building a very similar setup on the other side. So let's say I'm copying this part, right? Can I just mirror it or not? Yes, I can. Wow, that is awesome. Slightly surprising, but it's actually pretty good that we're able to just, you know, just take it and mirror it. Let's see, can we do CROTINIUM here? What do we need? I'm confused by that part. I don't know what that was about. Let's have exactly the same thing, but for CROTINIUM. And we are interested in getting... what are we actually interested in getting? In getting 60 stereotype CROTINIUM crystals. Okay, let's see. If we are asking for 60 crystals, how would this work? So we'll obviously need this part, and here, oh, it's resetting. We are basically using like 80 flotation cells, even though we can lower it to 60 if you're using flotation cell 2 building. That should still be fine, right? We are getting crushed CROTINIUM. We are producing lots of chloric wastewater. We need hydrochloric acid. Hydrochloric acid. Chill, let's do it the other way around. Chloric wastewater. What exactly are we getting from it? We are getting lots of salt. Alright, so... I mean, this thing can be just produced from saline water. I don't want to transport it. I don't want to do anything with it. I just want to clarify it, I guess. Alright. I feel like that's the only thing that I really want to do. Yeah, I want to clarify this part. So let's continue building this part. We cannot flip them. That's fine. That's fine. Not a big deal. Not a huge deal. The fact that we cannot flip this thing. It's totally okay. We'll just connect everything like this. Alright. Connect it, and we will flip only this part. We can actually flip it. Awesome. And not exactly connect. It's okay. This and this. Nice. So we have this thing working. It will be giving us a lot, like a lot of purified water. We'll place water here and here, I believe. Right? Third. Yep. And now, the question. Are we sure we want to... What do we need for hydrochloric acid? Let's check. Do we need anything related to salt? Chlorine gas. How are we getting chlorine? Yeah, doesn't seem so. So it looks like I don't really need... It looks like I don't really need to like do anything about this chloric wastewater. I'll just void it essentially. And for purified water, I want to measure how many hydro plants do we need. We need 10. And in this build, why did we need less? So let's see. 5,500. And we were able to... Alright, because it assumed that I will be purifying stuff. So, actually, even this amount is not exactly great. Like this number of hydro plants is actually not very good. I want a little bit more. Let's say, well, I actually want 2 more, but I can see this being a bit problematic to get so many. We'll have 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. Yeah, this will do. Like we don't need a huge, like really high throughput for this build. So this will have to do for now. It will be a tiny bit short. It's okay. We're also able to actually connect this part. Yeah, let me think. What I was gonna say is we're able to get a couple of plants here and could maybe redirect purified water from here to this one. It's not exactly kind of how it basically goes against the way I prefer to build city blocks, but you know, it's gonna be fine. Right here we want this connection, and we don't need clarifiers on this side. I just don't feel like it. In theory, again, in theory, we could clarify things on this side as well, but why? Why would we do that? Our current build seems to be working just fine. And since it's working just fine, I'll just continue using it. You know? Simple. Okay, let's do it like this. And that's basically it, except I want power pole to be kind of symmetrical here and not there. Nice. Nice. This is looking really, really good. What do we need to do here? We need to belt actually this stuff. And we really need to make sure this is enabled. Awesome. Okay, so the problem here, in case you didn't watch the previous episode, is that I set like a wrong request on the station. I set it for stereotype instead, for CROTINIUM instead of for stereotype, and this kinda messed it up a little bit. Here I'll do better. I will first connect this thing, and after that we'll set request for CROTINIUM. And here I just want to move all of the CROTINIUM over. Really as simple as that. Let's actually say that we are moving CROTINIUM. Nice, and it is being moved. Meanwhile, we can connect power here. So we connected power. Great. What do we need to do now? We need to give the station proper name. And the name of the station will be refining. This thing. The CROTINIUM icon. Awesome. And the output here didn't fully construct the output. Interesting. Okay, we'll do it now. The output will also have a proper name, of course. Alright, we should place some water here. And I mean, yeah, it's a bit you know what? I can actually fit 10th one here. You know what? I'm gonna do it. Because this way we have basically guarantee that like there is enough of everything. Right. One thing to double check in this build, when we need 10 of this header plants, we are using 2.25, which means that 2 offshore pumps can give us 2,400. So this should be enough. This should be enough. Let's copy this one, paste it. We'll paste it here as well. And here we will have it connected like this. It's not the greatest connection, you know, but if it works, it works, you know. And this one is gonna work. Alright. Like this, I think. I should move this one here. Nice. So with this we have this part ready. This one has top-up valve. We don't really need top-up valve here, right? Do we? I don't think we do. We just need connection. Alright, and here. The power is being delivered. Even this power pole placed here. Once we add power pole, everything should be great. And we want 4 loaders in the center. These ones, it will be offloading some stuff. Nice. Let's check what is actually happening. We want to receive crushed CROTINIUM, like 200 of it. Normally, like, you shouldn't do what I did here. Like, you shouldn't place materials into requester stations that are requesting stuff from LTN, because you have a risk of trains being scheduled for delivery, and while the trains are en route, you can fill up warehouse with like something. It doesn't even have to be the same material that you're requesting. And then when the train comes and tries to unload itself into our house, it will not be able to because there is not enough space. So this can happen only in one case. This can happen only if you are placing manually something inside requester warehouses into requester station. So just don't do it. Avoid doing that. Yeah, we are specifying the filter here. This is really important. Actually, probably we'll do something like this. So specifying proper filter is really, really important. Let's make this proper one. We have lots of CROTINIUM. Nice. We can actually move it over. Yeah, great. And I feel like we can copy paste. No, we will not be able to copy paste it, will we? No, we cannot copy paste it. That's too bad. But, you know, it's just a couple of belts. You can always connect them like this. Speaking of connecting belts, maybe I should wait a bit before doing that. Nice. Look at this. This is great. These are all yellow belts. We have lots of yellow belts here. We have... Right, this part needs to be changed a bit. So we are interested in CROTINIUM. So let's tell the buildings that we want CROTINIUM. Okay, we need to tell the robots to proceed with the construction of stuff, because otherwise we are kind of wasting time. Not exactly wasting time, we are doing something productive, but robots are not exactly fast with like what they're doing. So it is a good idea to give them some tasks while you know, while we are working on something else. The robots can be doing something. And we're actually interested, like, we are not really interested in that part. We are more interested in this one. So let's tell the bots that's what we want from them. Right? Okay, we should probably also start landfilling this one. Obviously, we will not be able to proceed with that. This nest is gone. That's great. Cool. What are we doing now? I was doing something here. Wait. How did that happen? I'm confused. Oh, we were relying on that part, on this part for the connection. I see. That's okay. We can just place a couple of extra. I mean, we could even do it like this. Make it a bit more interesting. I feel like this would be more interesting. And we'll connect all of this. Nice. And it should work from there. One thing that is a bit problematic here with this current build is that we are getting light green geodes, but these splitters, they're filtering out the other color of geodes. So we need to be careful with this part, and we need to make sure that the right splitters are, sorry, the right geodes are delivered there. Right. What? Interesting. It's supposed to go like this. And we probably have the same problem here. Right? That's how it's supposed to work. Nice, so let's get this part. Let's copy paste it. Copying it. Awesome, we're flipping it. And we'll place it right here. I also need to connect. We'll have connection done like this. It's all working, all looking great. I think I'll just load it directly here. Like right here. Like this. Let's see. I like it. I feel like this build should work now. I feel like it's gonna work. Let's check it. Let's remove these belts. They did their job. They removed all CROTINIUM from the station. Right, and nothing more. Great. So now CROTINIUM will go here and it will be converted into, well, crushed CROTINIUM will be converted into CROTINIUM chunks. Yeah, this part, like this build is not, like this rubber port is not exactly needed. I mean, it's not needed at all, but I'm not sure. It's not needed if everything is working correctly. Let's put it like this. If there are some issues, it might make sense to keep it. So I'm interested in seeing whether the purified water will reach these spots. I could also build one here in theory, right? Let's also have a storage of purified water over there. Just so that it's kind of symmetrical. And let's have one here. Not fully sure why I'm doing that, to be honest. Not fully sure, but it shouldn't hurt, right? It shouldn't really hurt to have it. So everything is working except this one, which... Oh, it doesn't have purified water. so we got to turn it. But you know what that means? It means that the build on the right is probably also not working correctly, not connected correctly. Yep. It's not. Okay, so we fixed it. Everything became yellow, meaning that it actually like connected. And here, check this out, everything is green. Like all of this is green, which is exactly what I wanted to see. One thing that we forgot to do, we forgot to switch this to rely on, like to check the amount of CROTINIUM chunks. Look at this. Isn't it awesome? Right, the output is working, we can double check that all stations are set up correctly. We are looking at by observing the spot, especially the load slots per wagon. But so here everything is set up correctly. Have one to do station. But where is it? How can I see it? How can I see this specific station? Maybe it's this one. No. Okay. How do we find it? We have a to-do station. This one. It has enabled LTN. For which LTN is enabled. Where was it again? This one? No, it's disabled. How can I find this station? Oh, and it has CROTINIUM chunks. What? It's the output. We forgot to rename the output, it looks like. We didn't give the output, like this output, proper name. I cannot believe it. Well, yeah, that seems to be the case. So it's CROTINIUM, but it is output. Right? Let's check again. It might take some time for the thing to be refreshed. Awesome. Yes, that was CROTINIUM output, and now everything is looking good. Our inventory is great. We are missing some lead. We are missing this lead. It's like the place that takes the requests from here and delivers the lead here. It just tries to recycle it. It's fine. We'll delete this part at some point in the future. For now, we have other things to focus on. Specifically, we need to proceed with we need to proceed with building of this blocks. Like we need to build this block, and once we build this block, we'll be able to move this. No, wait, yellow one is still here. We have this one done. We will be able to move this one. And we will not really have a purified process. I mean, we can still have it. We can have it. We'll just have it right here. In order to be able to do that, let's start landfilling this area. Because I have a feeling that our robots are not really working that much. Nice. Let's see what's going on in this area. The robots are busy. We're actually using all our construction robots. This is really good. So, what are we doing now? I am gonna finish episode at this point. As in, I am not gonna make any changes to the base. Let's just check that the science is being produced. Yes, so this part is working beautifully. We don't have any issues here. These two parts are also working. We have a lot of stereotype. We have a lot of CROTINIUM. We are getting some amounts of geodes that, we'll collect at some point. We could actually do the trick with like fake geodes, but no. I was thinking that we could give this combinator kind of fake number of geodes, so that like positive number of geodes, so that trains come a bit sooner. But the thing is, we don't really care about that. They can come whenever like they want to come, because it's just a buffer. Like the geodes being present here, they don't actually break anything, and they're not affecting anything at all. They're not affecting the throughput. Like the only thing I care about in this base is throughput. I don't care about buffers. Right, what's going on here? We built this part, and we are waiting for some things. What actually the pieces that we are missing? Alright, I can also tell robots, I guess, to build this part. Robots don't seem like they're busy enough. Let's give them even more work. And this part can actually be fixed. So I will wait for robots to finish with the existing tasks, and then we will fix this part. Or we can do it in the next episode. We'll do it in the next episode. I promise not to do it, like not to make any changes to the base. So let's wait a little bit. No, tiny bit. We'll just look at how the base is working. Well, not how it's working, how it's being built by the robots. I mean, robots are doing stuff. What can I say? They're doing stuff. We need to give them some power. This power... It's not coming. I wonder where we have this signal. Because this one is telling us that we are missing 3. Oh, it doesn't like this part. Okay, this 2 will be built as soon as logistic train stop will be placed down. Okay. I don't like what's going on here. And now it's fine. We did this. I will wait a little bit for this turret to be repaired. What is this? I guess it's some reminder from the turret. And I would say we can probably stop the episode here. I think this is a pretty good idea. The base seems to be working and it's slowly growing. Really slowly, but it is happening. And that's the important part. They're slowly building up, and in, I don't know in how many episodes, we will finish this production. We will be able to build these blocks with glass as well. And we will also build circuits, and maybe I should have signs produced here or here. I'll probably have signs produced. I don't know where. We'll need to figure this out. Maybe here. I will have signs produced here. Because this way I know that however the trains are going, they... Actually, even if I produce it here, they will still be able to, like... We are doing left turns, right? So they should be able to place and, like, deliver things to... Yeah. Yeah, this will be science. Let's say... Let's give it... tag. This will be... some science. We'll figure out which one later. Nice. Let's stop here and continue in the next episode. Thanks everyone for watching, and hope to see you in the next one. Cheers!